Welcome back to Magical Task Force. Turmentic here, and today we're going to be talking about Love Lost Part 2. It starts February 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and runs until March 3rd. First, before we start, I want to talk a little bit about Community Day briefly, because I had a blast. The spawns were crazy. I was able to place all the horned serpents I needed, all 100 doxies, all 60 leprechauns. It seemed pretty. It was pretty intense for I only got to play for an hour and a half too. There were some people who actually ran into problems though, where they didn't reset their game at the beginning of the event or anything like that, so they didn't actually get the tasks. If you submit a bug though, you should be able to get some sort of compensation for not being able to either complete those tasks and or using resources and not knowing that you didn't have the tasks actually active. So if you ran into that problem at all, just submit a ticket. It should be pretty easy. So first thing about talking about Lost Love, there are some different bundles, and we also have a complimentary gift as well. The complimentary gift isn't bad, in my opinion. It's 3 unicorn hair and 25 spell energy. That unicorn hair is pretty awesome that they're just giving it to us for free, especially since in the quest line there actually are quests of brew potent EX potions and things like that. So it's really awesome they're giving us some unicorn hair. Before we start going over to the quest line, though, let's look at the 6 foundables we'll be able to find in this event. The first one is Severus Snape.
There will be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class.
It's going to be a wild encounter. Pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked about the Severus Snape being pretty much the one that is highlighted in this this brilliant event right here. He's always been one of my favorite characters, so I'm really excited that he's actually the focus, I would guess, of this brilliant event part 2. The next one is the Mirror of Ised. Not sure if I said that right. It's kind of cool if it by itself, though, and it will be a wild encounter as well. The next one is the Vase of Lilies. That's the foundable you'll be able to find in 3-kilometer port keys. You're going to need the 5 fragments, like normal. Next is Snape's Cauldron. You get that from the event tasks. The next one is Infusion of Wormwood. That is another event task. And the last one is the Photograph of Lily and Severus, and you get that from Fortresses. Now, I do want to point out that they are doing potion bonuses again like they did last time. If you return all of the Severus Snape's fragments, stamina potions will heal you 50% instead of 35%, which that's awesome going into the later part of the quest line. The next one is the Vase of Lilies. If you return all 5 fragments that you actually need from the port keys, your Barufio Brain Elixir will last 45 minutes instead of 30 minutes. The last one is once you actually get all 3 of the fragments that you need from the fortress, the Photograph of Lily and Severus, your potent EX potions will actually be able to do 6 casts instead of 5 casts. So that's pretty awesome. I do want to point out, though, I really, like I was talking about, there seem to be a couple little Easter eggs or throwaways from the book series in this event, and the Vase of Lilies and the Infusion of Wormwood is a direct indication of, it's a direct reference, I would rather say, of the first thing Snape ever says to Potter when he first shows up in the first book.
Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?
It's brilliant. I love it. It's so good. So, first quest of Lost Love. First one is pick up 2 potent EX ingredients. You get 25 Brilliant Family XP for that. Now, just to go over again what the potent EX ingredients are, you have Bittersweet. Now, to go over exactly what the potent EX potions, the ingredients are, you have Bitterroot, Snowdrop, REM Blood, and Unicorn Hair. Now, those are going to be the ones that you need to pick up in order to complete that. You only need 2, shouldn't be that hard. Next one is brew 2 potent EX potions. You get another 25 Brilliant XP for that. I would tell you right now, pause this video, stop watching, go into your game, and start brewing those potions. You only have a little bit of time before the actual event starts. It takes 16 hours to brew 2 of them, and you want both of them available for this first quest. So go and do that. Come back. Come and see me. Next one. Return 3 Brilliant Mirror of Ised. Shouldn't be hard. It's one of those that you're going to be able to find in the wild. Once you do that, you get 150 Wizarding XP. Now, once you actually complete all 3 of those, you get 150 Wizarding XP, 2 green books, 1 unicorn hair, 4 snowdrop, and 1 wormwood. Wormwood's pretty cool. I like that. Second quest line. Use potent EX potions 2 times. So the ones that you just brewed, you can use those immediately right there. Once you actually use those 2 EX potions though, you get 200 Wizarding XP. The next one is pick up 3 healing potion ingredients. You get 200 Wizarding XP as well for that. Now the ingredients for a healing potion: wormwood, boobotuber, pus, not say that right at all, Dittany, and dragon liver. Once you pick up all 3 of those though, like I said, you get 200 Wizarding XP. The next one is unlock 3 Portmanteaus, and you get 2 Dittany for completing that. Again, it doesn't specify what type of port key or anything like that, so all you have to do is just open them up and you finish that. Once you finish all 3, you get 100 Wizarding XP, 45 Brilliant XP, 3 green books, the infusion of wormwood foundable, and you get 1 potent EX potion. Now, on to part 3. Part 3, brew 4 healing potions. This is the one that might take a little bit, because even if you go ahead and start the other 2 healing potions and actually have them pre-brewed, you're still going to have to brew 2 more. So this one might take a little bit. The last one is return 7 brilliant Severus Snape fragments, and once you do that, you get 1 powdered dragon claw. Now once you finish all 3 of those, you get 250 Wizarding XP, 50 brilliant XP, 5 green books, and 1 silver key. Moving on to part 4. First, use Brew of Your Brain Elixir 2 times. Once you do that, you get 1 silver key. The next one is defeat 10 foes in Wizarding challenges. You get 55 Brilliant Family XP for that. And last one, use 5 Brilliant Runestones in challenges, and you get 2 red spell books. Once you finish all 3 of those, you get 1,000 Wizarding XP, 50 gold, 5 green books, 1 Snape's Cauldron, the foundable that actually goes inside of the Brilliant Registry, and then you also get a portrait frame, it looks like. Now, there is also a bonus as well. This one, we go back to the unlock 10 port keys, which again, shouldn't be that hard now that Adventure Sync is out, but that's still a lot of port keys. So to go over that one real quick, unlock 10 port key portmanteaus, and you get 2 hermit crab shells. Return 30 brilliant foundables, and you get 1 Brew of Your Brain Elixir. Brew 12 potions, and you get another portrait frame. And last, use 15 potions, and you get 2 potent EX potions. Now, if you finish all 4 of those, you get 2,000 Wizarding XP, 100 Brilliant Family XP, 3 spell books, and another achievement sticker, which is pretty nice. Now, to kind of go over a little bit of pre-planning I think you should do for this event. Like I said, I already hope you stopped the video and went and started those potent EX potions. You're going to need 2 of them. It would be a good idea to have them pre-brewed before the event actually starts, so as soon as it starts, you can just click, and again, receive them both. The last 2 spots inside of your cauldron, I would go ahead and actually just start those 2 healing potions. You're going to need them, you're going to need to brew 4 of them, and you're going to need to wait to actually collect them until you get to part 3. Another option that you actually can do, if you feel so inclined and have the extra gold, is you can rent the golden cauldron and have those 4 queued up to where once you get to part 3 tomorrow, you can just click, and then boom, you're done with that part. Besides that, you're going to have to wait or spend a little bit of gold in order to actually get those healing potions brewed to continue with the rest of the quest line. I would go ahead and I would immediately try to return every single Severus Snape fragment you can in order to get that placed inside of the registry. Because of needing to use the healing potions later in part 3, the 50% health is going to be really nice, especially if you want to push yourself and go a little bit higher in fortresses than you normally do. Because you're gonna have to defeat the 10 foes and Wizarding challenges in part 4, and on top of that, you're gonna have to also use 5 brilliant runestones. So I would try to actually push myself a little bit, try to get a little bit more challenge XP instead of trying to do the lower level ones, just because you're gonna run out of runestones, I think, with this one if you try to do a bunch of the lower ones, because there were a lot of people I saw in part 1 that tried to do the lower level floors and ended up only getting like 3 fragments after using 10 or 12 runes. So do those higher level fortress levels, try to actually get those fragments a little bit easier than trying to do the low level ones, especially since you already have to use for part 4 of the quest line 5 brilliant runestones. And in part 3, you already have to use the healing potions. So that's pretty much what I would do, is I would try to go, like I said, to a higher level fortress. Talking about the port keys in part 2, you can go ahead and try to actually get those set up to where they're almost finished right before the event. The one thing you are going to be mindful of, though, is that with Adventure Sync, if you get them to a certain part, you're going to have to turn off Adventure Sync, or they're just going to keep accruing distance. So that's something to think about. It shouldn't be that hard, though, I don't think. Again, looking at the bonus, any sort of tips I can give you right there is, depending, again, like I said last time with part 1 of the Brilliant event, depending on when you finish the event and get to the bonus is when you're going to have to figure out exactly what type of potions you want to brew. Because if you get to the bonus tomorrow, you can pretty much brew almost anything you want and still be able to brew those 12 potions in a matter of a week. If you all get finished on like Saturday or Sunday, you're going to have less time to brew those 12 potions. So you might be stuck actually brewing like invigoration draughts or healing potions or anything like that. Speaking of invigoration draughts, though, during the duration of the event, wit sharpening and both invigoration draughts, their ingredients will not be showing up on the map in order to try to increase the ingredients from the healing potion and the potent EX potion. Same thing they did last time when they had the other 3 boosted potions. This time, it's just that we're focusing on potent EX and healing potions. But again, wit sharpening and the 2 invigoration draughts, their ingredients will not show up on the map. You'll still be able to get them, though, from port keys and greenhouses and things like that in case you actually want them, especially with us having to focus a little bit more on fortress battles with this part 2. But that's pretty much all I got. This one seems pretty easy, pretty standard from Brilliant events that we've had before. The bonus actually seems to be pretty much the hardest part just because of the unlock 10 port keys and the brew 12 potions. So that one might give you a little bit of time. I hope you've actually found this helpful, though. If you have, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Every subscriber I get helps me out so much. You have no idea. But make sure to follow me on Twitter at Turmentic. It's where I post a lot of breaking news when I don't have a chance to make a video. I will hopefully be getting out a video here shortly about the port key shakeup that just recently happened in the past couple days. And I hope that you actually have fun with this Love Lost event part 2. Like I said, I'm pretty stoked that they're focusing on Severus Snape. He's always been one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise. But yeah, this one I feel like you could get a lot of really good challenge XP because they're pretty much forcing us to have to do fortress battles. But like I said, my name is Turmentic, and I hope you have a wonderful day.